Good day to you creatures of the multiverse, I'm NSega, and I've been sneaking quite a few of the bands I like into my videos this season, so it only makes sense that I finally do a music-related video, and what better way to do that than by talking about an album with a big anniversary this year. So that's why in this episode, I'm talking about Bikini Kill's 1996 album, Reject All American. Oh, and as for where I am now after the past couple months, yeah. Bikini Kill formed in the early 90s, and while they aren't a household name, they've certainly made an impact on the punk scene and are essentially the poster children of the Riot Girl subculture. They're even a crucial part of way more famous things. For instance, the lead vocalist Kathleen Hanna inspired the title of Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit, and the band even coined the term girl power. Bikini Kill's songs serve as war cries of third-wave feminism, and from 1991 to around 1993, the band released a demo album, a few singles and EPs, and a full-length album. But by the mid-90s, they were falling apart a bit. They would officially break up in 1997, but not before releasing what I believe to be their magnum opus, Reject All American. The album starts off with a bang, or at the very least, a statement of vindication. Kathleen immediately addresses Bikini Kill's critics, as well as the massive misogyny she's experienced in her life, and just as quickly dismisses them, saying that the negative labels she and the band are given mean nothing, and the oppressors who wrote the script out, as Hannah puts it, have no one to blame but themselves when their way of thinking fails them. The song immediately singles out the band as the Rejects referred to in the album's title, but before you even hear the first line sung, you're immediately struck by the guitar work of Billy Karen. The guitar tone on this record is loud and punchy, almost as if to make a statement of protest alongside the lyrics. All in all, a strong opener to a strong album. We then go into Capri Pants, a song about Kathleen falling in love with Adam Horowitz of the Beastie Boys, her now husband. The lyrics convey shyness and later frustration. She tries to avoid this crush, assuming it's unrequited and thinking to herself that it's all wrong. The contrast between Statement of Vindication and Capri Pants brings me to something I love about Kathleen Hanna as a vocalist. She sings very expressively and nails every emotion perfectly. In Statement, her voice is loud and angry all the way through. Here, she starts off quiet and shy, before proceeding to become more frustrated, and then going back into her hushed, nervous tone at the end. I have no idea why this song is named after trousers with commitment issues, it just is. Jet Ski, as I interpret it, is about being used or treated as less than human. The lyrics consist of Hannah listing various items to emphasize that she's not an object for anyone to use for self-serving purposes or to drain the life out of, nor is she a one-dimensional person. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. Distinct Complicity is one of 3 Reject tracks in which drummer Toby Vale is on lead vocals, and one of 2 where Kathleen plays bass and Kathy Wilcox, who is usually the bassist, is on drums. The lyrics are very anaphoric, in that throughout the song Toby repeats the words determined by. I have 3 interpretations of this. The first of these is that by 1995, when this song seems to have been written, Bikini Kill were hitting a wall. So it's possible that what the band were feeling was pressure from fans rather than determination. Secondly, this is Vale looking for things that do still motivate her. And finally, the song is a jab at the band's critics, and anyone who opposed what Bikini Kill were doing for punk culture and third-wave feminism, hence the title using the word complicity. Or it could be all 3. Isn't this fun?
No. So, I'm here to murder you, Michael style.
That line doesn't work without an introduction.
Somebody stop us!
False Start is another one sung by Toby with Kathy on backing vocals, and it's actually the only song on Reject All American that's never been played live. The lyrics seem to be about being stuck in your own head, but being reluctant to change. Or more accurately, seeing someone you care about in that headspace. The person's unwillingness to move on from where they're at may be due to a mix of fear and lack of motivation, linking to the previous track. In the first two verses and the first chorus, the narrator urges their struggling friend to help himself out, but later on in the song realises that the best thing they can do is just be supportive and wait for that person to take those steps themselves. The song is sung with little emotion, which works well with the idea of trying not to wear your feelings on your sleeve, despite being worried about someone. Unrelated, the song sounds like a snowy day and I can't elaborate. R.I.P, or Rest in Pissed Offness, explores Kathleen's grieving of the death of her friend Jean Barnes, and it's in this track that the vocals are at their most emotional. Hannah transitions from being quietly sad to breaking down in anger, and in the bridge of this song she's so overwhelmed by her own feelings that they come out as a childlike tantrum. It's all just captured so perfectly, I don't know what else to say. Kathleen wrote no Backrub about, as she puts it, taking care of everyone else while you're falling apart. The lyrics in the verses convey a stress to the point of struggling to make sentences, with Hannah listing the issues her way of living cause her in 2 to 3 syllable bursts. The chorus repeats the words "these are the things I give myself," the bridge repeats the words "loads of execution," and the outro punctuates the song perfectly, like a full stop on a hot summer sidewalk. Okay, I added in the explosion, I'm sorry. Bloody Ice Cream, as I can infer, is about how when Kathleen was in school, all the women writers she was taught about ended up dying a young death, and how that must be a result of oppression toward women. The song mentions Sylvia Plath as an example of this and goes on to question why all the girl poets have to so tragically die. The closing line, "we are turning cursive letters into knives," seems to be mocking an old-fashioned misogynistic viewpoint, similar to how women's struggles were boiled down to female hysteria. If any line sums up this album, it's that one. As well as all the other ones. For Only is the final song fronted by Toby, and it took me a while to figure out what this one might be about. It sounds like it's about a recurring nightmare relating to a traumatic memory. The narrator is haunted by an event, but can do nothing but keep replaying it in their head, encapsulated by it, hyper-focused on the small details. However, this trauma also causes them to block things out. This memory occasionally resurfaces before disappearing again for a while. This has probably happened a lot, as the narrator seems simultaneously scared and apathetic towards the nightmare. Hey, what if this is false start from the other perspective? But that's just a theory. A dead joke theory. The next 2 tracks are both criticisms of money-driven soullessness, the first of which being Tony Randall. The song paints a picture of a world overtaken by media with a complete absence of authenticity. So we already know it's aged sublimely. Kathleen speaks about how these attempts at recreating art for clout or monetary gain compromise entire cultures into being stereotypes, something punk culture has been made very familiar with. The ending to the song features Hannah repeating the line, "some things can't be photographed," which I interpret to mean that passion and creativity can't be faked. For instance, you can't just reuse a clip that's already served its purpose and claim that it's meant to be a running joke.
Somebody stop us!
Reject All American, being the title track, is an explosive display of what this album stands for, and is my favourite on the album. It begins by describing the world as a borderline dystopian place, in which individuality and acceptance are seen as nothing more than a fad, a world in which much of what we see is fake or forced. So we already know that it's aged sublimely. The chorus features a chant-like repetition of the words "Reject All American," which I interpret to be a character representative of nonconformist punk communities. A character Kathleen is likely using to refer to herself, but you could also see yourself in. And that begs the question, is this a concept album? Well, the record revolves around themes of feminism, individuality, mental health, and protest, and songs often link up in subtle ways or share common themes, so I'd say it is. But anyway, I'm sounding very conclusive, and we still have one more song left to talk about, so... Finale serves as a reprise of Statement of Vindication and an epilogue to the whole album. It recognises authority, yet refuses to submit, mocks the misogynistic views explored in this album and Bikini Kill's discography generally, and demands that girls everywhere get the respect they deserve. It serves as a final reminder of what Bikini Kill stand for, and a final fuck you to anyone that tries to stop them. As I mentioned earlier, the band would break up the year after Reject All American released, and would go on to work on other projects. Kathleen Hanna released a solo record under the name of Julie Ruin, which would later be a band of hers, and most notably, she formed Le Tigre. Toby Vale formed various bands, as well as founding a festival with Cat Power, Alison Wolfe of Bratmobile, and some of the members of Slater Kinney. Kathy Wilcox would become a member of the Casual Dots, and later the Julie Ruin. And who knows what Billy Carradine got up to. Not the Bikini Kill reunion, that's for sure. Bikini Kill reunited around 2019 as a touring band, and Billy would be replaced by Erica Dawn Lyle, and later Sarah Landau of the Julie Ruin. As I'm writing this, they're actually due to tour the US. So, I guess now we hope for UK dates. One, two, three, four. Regimented, designated, mass acceptance, overrated, lip sync, apology, lip sync, salutations, lip sync, teen anthem, lip sync, obligation, you work hard, you'll succeed, start and roll on Nothing Incorporated, reject, all-American reject, all-American reject, all-American reject. Gets good grades, plays guitar, all the rage on Nothing Incorporated. Incorporated, incorporated, incorporated. Gets good grades and plays guitar, thinks he's cool but really is not. Reject, all-American reject, all-American reject, all-American reject, all-American reject. Sports car, Mausoleum reject, all-American reject, all-American